Hi, good day everyone. So today we'll be doing May-June 2022. This is May/June 2022. All right. The first question, number 7. All right, says arrangement L is like this and arrangement N is like this. They said draw the diagrams of four tables using arrangement L. So we see how arrangement L looks. Right, so let me see if I can do this. It's going to be one like this, then a next one like this, so if it is 4 tables, we have to have 4 of these, right? So so it has 1 here, then I'll copy this, copy it, let's put the next one here, let's just move it around, then copy again. But we know that it should have 4 of these tables. Right, so it's going to have 4 tables, and we see here that on the longer side of the table is 1, suppose I have 3 people, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then on the top is 2 persons per table, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So this is how arrangement L on 4 tables will look. And that is 2 marks. Let's go to this question now. Right. So if we look at this question, they said that the number of chairs C can be placed around the given number of tables T for either arrangement L or M, form a pattern. The number for C for the first 3 diagrams are both arrangements. For both arrangements are shown in the table. Study the pattern in number of each rows of the table. Now, this is for arrangement L, the number of chairs, we're going from 10 to 14, so it's increasing by 4, 14 to 18. And because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, what you could have simply done, because this is a 4th arrangement, you could have said 18 plus 4 is equal to 22. Right? If this was arrangement 14, then you would have to solve the question how we would normally do. Right? This one, number of chairs, it's 10 to 16, so it's increasing by 6, and then 16 to 22, it's increasing by 6. So this one would have been 22 plus 6, which is equal to 28. And that would have been the answer for this one. If you did not recognize it this way, what we could have done is let's have arrangement L. Arrangement L, right? If we look at this, we see that we have a common difference, or D, of 4, because the common difference between 10 and 14 and 14 and 8 is 4. We see that the first value is equal to 10. So you can put it in the formula of AN is equal to A1 plus N minus 1 D. We're going to put it in the formula. If we want to term, that means that N is equal to 4, because the number of tables is your terms. Okay? So N is equals to 4, D is equals to 4, and A1 is equal to 10. So you're going to say A4 is equal to 10 plus, open bracket, 4 minus 1 by 4 here. So A4 would be 10 plus 3 by 4. 4 3s are 12. So you get 10 plus 12 is equal to 22. So if you chose to do the formula way, right, and you didn't see that, you could have just did it this way. Right, this is for arrangement L. Let's do for arrangement M. For arrangement M, we already said that the common difference was 6, right? A1, which is your first term in arrangement M, is 10. All right, so you just put in this in the formula. AN is equal to A1 by plus N minus 1 by D. So N is equal, again, they want the 4 term, right? So that N is equals to 4, D is equal to 6, and A1 is equal to 10. So you're going to put it, A4 would be 10 plus, open bracket, 4 minus 1 by, not D, but 6. All right? So that's 10 plus 4 minus 1 is 3, and 3 by 6 is 18, so that's 10 plus 18, which is equal to 28. And that is how you get 28 here. Now, before you do part 2, right, this is where you have to kind of work backwards. You need to do part 3. I would recommend, now this is what I would recommend, to always do part 3 or find what is your nth term. So find your formulas for number of chairs for arrangement L and number of chairs for arrangement M, and then you can do this, right? How would you do that? We know for arrangement L, right, it is your n number of chairs. So it is your nth term. So n is equal to n. A1, this is arrangement L I'm talking about, is equal to 10. And your difference is equals to 4. And you're putting it in the formula. I'm going to put the formula in red. A-N, oh, let's put that a little bit thicker. All right. A-N is equal to A1 plus, open bracket, N minus 1, close bracket, by D. So we know AN, right? N is N. So that's AN. The first term is 10 plus, open bracket, N minus 1, close bracket, by D, which is 4. All right, you're going to open the bracket. So that's AN is equal to 10 plus, you're going to multiply, according to distribution law, you're going to multiply the number directly outside the bracket by each term in the bracket. So 4 by n is 4n. 4 by minus 1 is minus 4. So an is equal to 10 minus 4 plus 4n, which is equal to 6 plus 4n. So your nth term for arrangement L would have been 6 plus 4n. Now, if you know this, right, you could have found out, and they told you, well, n is equals to 4, right? That would have been 6 plus 4 by 4 is 16, so 6 plus 16 is 22. Once you get the formula for this, it is quite easy to work out the rest, right? So if you did not want to do this, let me just say you don't want to do this so much times, you can just find the formula for n, right, for each one. For, in this case, it would have been for arrangement L and arrangement M, and then when n is equals to 4, you put that in your you put 4 in the equation here, and you'll get your answer. So that was the next way to do it, right? The next way would have been, yeah. And then we want the formula for, what you call this thing? We want the formula for arrangement arrangement M. So n is equals to n, A1 is equals to 10, but your difference is equals to 6. That was the main difference between arrangement M and arrangement L. Difference is equals to 6. You put this in the formula, this red formula here. I won't write it back because it's in red already. That's AN is equal to the first term, which is 10, plus open bracket n minus 1 by a common difference of 6. So AN is equal to 10 plus 6n minus 6. Right? So AN is equal to 10 minus 6 is 4. So that's 4 plus 6n. So that is the formula for this one. 6n plus 4. Everyone got it, right? So we're going to go back to part 2, right? And we're basically solving for what n is equal to, or what is your number of tables is equal to, right? When this arrangement 6n plus 4 is equal to 130. So you're going to say 6n plus 4 is equal to 130, right? So 6n would be, you make it n the subject, right? You carry across plus 4, that is going to be 130. Anytime you carry something across the equal sign, it turns the opposite. What is the opposite of plus 40? Minus 140. So 6n is equal to 130 minus 4, which is 126. And then n, if you carry across, multiply by n, because the relationship between 6 and n is multiplication, right? If you carry across, multiply by n, it's going to be divided by n. So that's 126 divided by 6, which is equal to 21. So we know that n is equal to 21. Now that we found the term, it is easy to find out this. This would be, you can just use this formula, 6 plus 4 by 21, because n is equals to 21, right? That is 4 by 21 is 84. So 6 plus 84 is equal to 90. And that is how I would get my answer for this question. Okay, so part C says Leon needs to arrangement tables to seat 70 people for a birthday party. Which of the arrangements L or M will allow him to rent the least number of tables? Use calculations to justify your answer. So we want to know which one would have the least number of tables. So remember, in this case, what is number of tables? N, right? If we look at this, n is your number of tables, right? So we could say 6 plus 4n is equal to 70, because we want at least 70 people on 6n plus 4 is equals to 70, and you make n the subject. That means we will solve what n is equal to. So 4n would be, if we carry across plus 6, it's going to turn to minus 6, so that's 70 minus 6. So 4n is equal to 4 and what is going on with my head? 64. Right, so n would be 64 divided by 4. That's 1, 2. That is 4 going to 24. 6 times, so it would be 16 tables. If you use arrangement, what arrangement this was? If you use arrangement L, you would need 16 tables, right? If you use arrangement M, let's see how much tables you would need. This is 6n is equal to, let's carry across plus 4, that's 70 minus 4. 6n would be equal to 64. So n is equals to 64. If you carry across, let's just do this. If you carry across, multiply by 6 is going to be divided by 6. So n would be 10. So 10 remainder something. Obviously, you can't have a remainder of a table. So as soon as you see there's a remainder, it's approximately 11 tables you will need to seat 70 people. So who has the least number of tables? Arrangement M. And this would be your calculations to justify your answer. Arrangement M needs only 11 tables to seat 70 people, while arrangement L needs a total of 16 tables. So arrangement M would need the least number of tables, and that is how you would do this question right here. Right, and that is the end of May-June 2022.